Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends where you're watching me for. You are highly welcome. My people, they say wahala not they finish. My people, we still did the matter of Pastor Chris to care for my people. My people, now will hear one interview made this our brother from Nigeria go Canada go interview Pastor Chris member. You know say Pastor Chris get church for Canada. My people, people get my share for Nigeria go interview them for there. My people, more we hear the interview. My people, more we hear it say interview them for Pastor Chris church for Canada. My people, now not say Pastor Chris don't resign. He say one go rest. He say one go rest. My people, he don't go for vacation. Maybe that still say if they go in church for Canada. My people, more we hear that another after Pastor Chris church for Canada interview. Another video they make me and you will work before we come back. More con de another beg. Help me share my video, subscribe to my channel, and like my video. More we hear now together. Wahala.
Okay, so sir, introduce yourself because we need to also take a phone and record because they are recording us. He has a glasses that is recording, so he's recording. So and he said he's from this organization. And immediately, so I told him that he said he was asking me some questions, and I said, well, when you want to do that, today is a service day. Yeah. Normally, if you want any kind of audience, you will write to us. Yeah, we'll have an appointment, we'll fix an appointment, any question you want to ask me.
Okay. If that's what you want, then maybe you can transfer, get your correspondence and how to write it. You want that?
No, you got the correspondence to come here now.
Yeah, since you said I have to...
the way you got here, write that same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have to, maybe there is an address. I know I have the address here, but addressing to you as a person, I want to know. There's no any question. I'm a fact-finding mission.
There's a question you asked me there.
Yeah.
What was the question?
I said, is this church an extension of Pastor Chris OKAFOR's church?
Okay, so when you have something that you came with, an information you can use that same information to write to us. You came here through a meet. Use that meet.
Okay.
We'll attend to you.
Attend to me. No problem.
There's no problem.
I've given you my card, so I was not leaving. I dropped my phone number.
I noticed you were recording because you didn't inform.
This is Canada. In Nigeria, that's what you say. This is Canada. I have the freedom. I have the freedom to do that, right?
No, you don't have.
I have the freedom.
No.
I have it. I have the freedom to make a record.
Information by consumer protection.
I have a register.
This is done. We don't want to this. This is done. Now listen carefully. The strength of DoRIS OGALA is the silence and refusal to admit guilt of Pastor Chris. If Pastor Chris OKAFOR can admit and say, yes, I dated her, because it's evident that they had this is a woman who was dating a pastor that was divorced. The pastor was not married, he was divorced. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And they started having sex, which is a sin against God. Pay attention, please. It is a sin. So as a pastor, you shouldn't be doing that. But it happened. There is nothing we can do about it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It has happened. And now, you told the pastor that your childhood friend wants to marry you. The pastor said, go ahead. You married your childhood friend. And while you were in that marriage, you say you didn't have feelings for the man. You left the man and went back to the pastor. You and the pastor continued the relationship again. Some things happened. You and the pastor broke up. And after about 2-3 years of breaking up, the pastor is getting married. And you are mad, ravaging mad on social media, dragging this man of God. I understand that the society places so much weight on men of God, and that's the problem. We see pastors as God, we see pastors as perfect people. Sorry, your pastor is not perfect. I am not planning to misbehave, and God will help me. By discipline, I will not mess up. Are you getting what I'm saying? However, pastors are human beings, and the best of God's men are still men. Now, the pastor is being dragged left, right, and center. This is a direct message to Dr. Chris OKAFOR. If I was to sit with you, Dr. Chris OKAFOR, I will advise you. Call on a Sunday morning after delegation with your church elders and committee. Come out on a Sunday morning and tell the church, yes, I dated her. Yes, we had sex. It was a season of my life. I messed up and I own up to it. Let your church be aware that their pastor has said it, that whatever the lady is accusing her of, it is true. Apologize to the church. If it will take him down to step down, even though this thing happened years ago, let him step down for a while. Someone else should take over. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let the man put himself under retreat. If he's to subject himself for deliverance or whatever, at least for a season. If not me, now what I go do? Say me, Pastor Ben Michael, Jesus over here. Somebody come they drag me now based on what I'm waiting. You should know the kind of pastor you have. So in fact, before it will come on social media, I make the first call tell you. You know I can do that. I will come and tell you that. Am I talking to people here? Yes, sir. I will come out and I will tell you that. See, Pastor Ben did this, and this. So, I'm not supposed to do this. Now listen carefully. The strength of DoRIS of OGALA is the silence and refusal to admit guilt of Pastor Chris. If Pastor Chris OKAFOR can admit and say, yes, I dated her, because it's evident that they had a relationship. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's evident they had a relationship. But if I was the pastor, I will come out on a Sunday morning and tell the church, yes, I had a relationship. Yes, we had sex. But we broke up on this ground, and this ground. She wasn't forced. Every sex was consensual. Listen carefully. Dating a woman for 3 years and this for 7 years and decide you're not going to marry her is not a crime. So Pastor Chris OKAFOR has not committed a crime, but he has committed sin. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let him settle it with God, and he should talk to the church publicly that, see, I did it. You will see that the power that DoRIS OGALA have over him will be limited.
God hates sin. He does not hate the sinner. Every sinner is answerable to God. God's interest
we share that keeps us
My
together.
people, wahala, they say not they finish. But we continue now. God hates sin, but he not hate sinner. That one not true, sha. Mama, we hear that finish now. Wahala.
is that you go and sin no more. Shall we continue to sin so that grace may abound? God forbid. God hates sin with passion, and so as children of God, we must hate sin with passion. There is no grace that gives us license to sin. But when we sin and we recognize that we have sinned, we come to God and we decide not to go back to it, then that's the step in the right direction. Now hear this. God is the forgiver of sin. And when a man is forgiven of his sin, there is nobody on earth that has the capability and capacity to impute the sin against the man that have been forgiven by God. There is no such clique or body or organization or father in the Lord that have the capacity to wash your sin clean and free you. I hate selective righteousness and support. When in this country a pastor was accused of rape, it was very high in this country. Everybody was talking, including the then president's wife, put his mouth on that comment. The pastor walked with God. Whether it was true or lie, it was heavy. He passed through the murky water. And we have a clique that have shielded him today. For whatever reason, but I submit to them, whatever. It does not exonerate anybody who is criticized to be more righteous than another. We should be very careful of how we treat the sinner that have been forgiven by Christ because he's not in our clique. Every soul is precious to God. When I hear people say some pastors are looking for approval, not me. For what? It's one of the worst level of inferiority complex to look for a man to approve me when I'm approved. I've passed that 20-something years ago. I'm just one man that will speak truth the way it is. I don't care. So let's be very careful. Once somebody sin in your clique and is forgiven, and another person sin in another clique and is not forgiven, it's spiritual criminality. It's not holiness. It's not righteousness. There is no clique in the body of Christ that wash the sin of a sinner and forgive a sinner. Christ